And hello Yu-Gi-Oh fans, this is Blade of Chaos here again, back at it with another Yu-Gi-Oh anime related video. So in this video, I composed a top 5 list of Yu-Gi-Oh GX duels throughout the whole Yu-Gi-Oh GX anime. And otherwise this list is completely subjective, so you may agree or disagree with my opinions. This isn't the law, this is just like my subjective thoughts on something. And if you have, I would like to hear your guys' opinions on this, and any sort of feedback would be appreciated. And yeah, type in the comments what's your top 5 list, or best duel in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, or top 3, top 5, I don't know. It's completely up to you. So without further ado, I hope you guys really enjoy this. So the reason why the duel between Zane and Aster cracks the top 5 list on the 5th spot is because it was a one-shot duel. Now this duel was really great. It had some awesome tactics, it had some awesome, I would say, neck-to-neck fighting, and it's awesome. Like, the whole concept of the duel is great. The fact that Zane lost for like the second, by my account, the second time by far in the series, it's great, and the path that Zane takes from this moment on is just phenomenal. If it lasted a little longer, like maybe 2 episodes or so, it would be even more great. But even so, this was a great one episode or one shot duel between two awesome characters in the Yu-Gi-Oh universe, not just GX them itself. Yeah. So this is the reason why it cracks the top 5 spot on this list. So the reason why the duel between the third duel by my count so far in the series between Jaden and Chaz cracks the top 4, the the fourth spot on this list, is because of the simple fact that Chaz was possessed and manipulated by Sartorius, and this I wasn't such a fan of. And it was a 2 episode duel, which was great, but just if he wasn't possessed, it would be much better. So this is the reason why it cracks the top 4 spot. So the reason why the duel between Jaden and Zane, which was their second duel, cracks the top 3 list, is because this was a great duel, a great conclusion to a great season. Now, Zane was graduating at this time, and since he was the top on some sort of a Duel Academy ranking list, he needed somebody to duel. He picked a opponent who he deemed worthy of facing him in his final duel. Luckily enough, this person was Jaden Yuki. Um, this duel was awesome. It was a 2 episode long duel. They got their attacks to the ridiculous amounts between like them resurrecting Cyber Dragon and Shining Flare Wingman. Using these great tactics that basically got their monsters to ridiculous, and I mean ridiculous amounts that we have never seen in a Yu-Gi-Oh show so far. Like 36,900 and 20,900 using Battle Fusion each. And yeah, just the fact that Zane was leaving, and it was actually a pretty good duel. Like, it was awesome. The fact that Jaden used Final Fusion to make them receive massive amounts of damage, and somehow, not somehow, but ending a duel in a draw. It was just a great conclusion to a great duel, and the duel itself a great conclusion to a great season. So that's the reason this duel cracks the top 3, it cracks on the 3rd spot on this list. So the reason why the duel between France and Jaden cracks the 2nd spot on this list is because this was a one-shot duel or a one-episode duel, but it was great. Since I'm the fan of the original series, I'm a huge fanboy of the original series, and I saw Pegasus in this episode. Just the whole jealousy factor from France actually, helped move the plot or the backstory that, you know, um, collided with the present, and just the fact that we have seen Chumley since he left, to pursue his card designing career. Just the whole symbolism in this duel, like, bringing back the most powerful Egyptian god card, somebody that was actually trying to steal it in order to prove himself to be better than, somebody that has been chosen by Pegasus himself. Just the whole factor of this duel was great. I mean, Franz used some awesome tactics, even though he lost in the end. His jealousy got the best of him, and he basically caused his own downfall because he chose to ditch Ra, and he chose to ditch everybody just to prove a point, which in life, as we know, never is never okay, and karma basically gets to you, which happened to Franz in this duel. Maybe not directly, but indirectly it did. I'm going to leave this up to you guys to try and interpret what I was trying to say here. Say it in the comments down below. I really want to hear you guys' opinions on this duel, because think that the symbolism in this duel was interesting, and it was something we have never seen in a Yu-Gi-Oh episode so far, until up until this point, yeah. So that's the reason why the duel between Jaden and Franz cracks the second spot on this list. And finally, the best duel, in my opinion, in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX so far was between Jaden and Yubel, the final duel in the season 3. You know, that concluded the whole dimension world arc. I don't know how was it called. Um, just the fact that this was like a 3 episode and a very enjoyable duel. I really enjoyed Jaden as an antagonist, like when he was the Supreme King, and just the fact that he was able to control it really got me glued to the TV. I mean, this duel is just crazy. It's phenomenal. Like the tactics that Yubel and him use, and the fact that Yubel actually showed Jaden a flashback from the past, which helps us learn more of the about the origins of the Supreme King, I guess you could say, and just the fact that Jaden actually chose to connect his spirit, I mean fuse his spirit and Yubel's spirit, and manages to forgive her in the end for all the sins that she has committed. It's just awesome. I mean, the whole duel and the story revolving around the duel is great, and I have never seen something as meaningful as this. And, you know, a great conclusion to a fantastic arc. That's all I gotta say about this fantastic and awesome duel.